Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny's Glam World. If it's your first time of stopping by my channel, please like, subscribe and share. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much. I'm going to be taking on a tutorial on how I achieve this beautiful look on my bride. So this is a perfect bridal makeup tutorial that you need. So first of all, I went ahead and cleaned up my face with the baby wipe. Then I went in with this Dr. Rasha face serum. So that's what I'm using on her face. I'm going to use to keep her face firm and hydrated. Then afterward, I went in with my Cetaphil moisturizer. That's what I'm going to use to keep her face moisturized, to keep her face hydrated, so that the makeup sits very well. So I went in. After that, I use the mini fan to dry up the product into the skin. So make sure to dry up one product before the other. So just use a mini fan to dry up the product before you go in with another one. So again, I went in with that classic primer, mattifying primer. So I use it on her face to keep, just so as to help the makeup not last for a very long time. Then afterward, I'm actually drawing my brows before my skin work in this tutorial. So I went in with the King concealer on the brows. Afterward, I went in with the setting powder so as to dry up the concealer that I've applied on the eyebrows. The purpose of this is to make sure that when I'm drawing the pencil on the brows, it appears very well and it. So that's what I'm doing, and now I'm going to be applying the brows with the David's eye pencil in number 18. So I'm outlining the brows with the David's pencil. So just watch me as I do it. So I'm filling in the natural strokes on the brows. I'm just filling it in gradually. So watch me as I do it. So after doing that, I went in to highlight my brows. I'm using the Farishi concealer palette. That's what I'm using to highlight her brows. So my bride was a little bit tired. So she was a little bit tired. So just have to help her due to the stress. You know how this bridal marriage is, pass through a lot of stress, putting one thing or the other together. She was a bit tired. So this is just a makeup for our photo shoot. So after drawing the brows, highlighting the brows, I went in with my beauty powder just to set the eyebrows. Before then, I went into the foundation. I use the HG foundation and the L'Oreal True foundation just to get her skin shade. So that's what I'm using. I'm blending the foundation into her skin. So I'm blending it properly so that there are no harsh lines, so it doesn't look tacky. So I'm just blending it properly, gently. So watch and learn something today. Thank you for showing me so much love on my channel. Please continue to like, share my videos, subscribe. As you do so, may the Lord continue to bless you. So I'm still blending in the foundation into the skin. Still blending in the foundation. So sorry, I didn't know that when I was filming this video, I didn't know that I was actually covering some parts of the camera. So I didn't know my hair was just covering some parts. So just bear with me. I'm sure you're going to grab one or two things from this tutorial. So after blending the foundation into the skin, I went in with my Farishi palette. So that's what I'm going to use to highlight the face. So watch me as I do that. So after applying the concealer, now I'm going to blend in with my beauty sponge. Then I'm using this Beauty foundation, the very dark shade. I'm using it to contour her face. That's what I'm going to be using for the contour. So I'm going to contour her face. Now I'm blending in the product into the skin. So I'm going to blend it in very light strokes since I already applied the foundation. So I won't want my foundation to move from the face. So I'm just doing it very gently. You don't have to like hit as if you're pounding yam. You just have to take it in lighter strokes. So just take it gently, blending it, tapping it. Just blend. So I'm going to be using that Flawless Ivy Lip palette. I'm going to be using this pinkish shade. That's what I use as my blush. My bride indicated that she didn't want a harsh makeup, so I'm just doing everything in a very light stroke. So I'm not doing too much. I'm not applying. I don't. If you see now, I didn't apply much. I just give it that effect. So after blending in, I went into my Beauty powder. I'm using it to set the areas that I highlighted. After setting the areas I highlighted, I'm going to go in with a powder brush and set the remaining part of the face with that shade. So I'm setting the remaining part of the face with the same Beauty powder. So afterward, I went in with my air spoon setting powder. That's what I'm using to bake. Going to apply it. That's what I'm using to bake in this tutorial. I'm so sorry that I didn't know that my camera was just facing this area. I thought it was straight, so I didn't know. Just bear with me. I'm sure you're going to learn something. So I did that reverse contour. So after baking, I'm going to dive into the eyeshadow for today. So my bride indicated that she didn't want very harsh colors. So everything I'm doing is just nude, everything nude. So I went in with that white shade for my base, for my eyeshadow. So I'm blending it into the eye so that when I apply the eyeshadow, the purpose of the base is that when you apply the eyeshadow, it's going to pop. There's a big difference when you don't set a base for your eyeshadow before applying it. So that white shade is acting as my base for my eyeshadow. So I'm doing the same for the other eyes. Then afterwards, I went in with that very fluffy brush and using my Beauty powder, using that very brown shade for my transition. I'm so sorry that my hair is actually covering this camera. I already filmed this video, so if I don't get to post it, it's really somehow because all of my efforts will be wasted. So sorry that some parts that my hairs are covering. So I'm just using that brown shade for the transition. So I'm still trying to blend so that there are no demarcation between the transition and the eyeshadow too, and also between where I highlighted my brows so that there are no harsh lines, so that you don't see the beginning and the ending. So that's what I'm still doing now. I'm going to use that regular eyeshadow. I think it's this cauliflower, something like that. I think it's a regular eyeshadow I got from the market. So I'm going to be using that very pinkish nude. I don't know what color is that. I just saw that color is beautiful. I won't actually use that particular nude, so I opted to use it for this tutorial. And for my brushing, since she requested for very light makeup, she didn't need harsh colors, so I'm using that very nude shade. So I'm blending properly. I'm going to do the same for the other eyes. So I'm still applying this. As I apply, I blend so there are no harsh line between the brown and the pinkish nude. So I guess you're learning something from this tutorial. So I'm still applying and I'm making sure there are no harsh lines. After applying the eyeshadow, I went in again with that brown shade and applied it on my transition so as to make the eyeshadow I already applied to pop, and also to blend it in and clear any harsh lines. So I use a different brush just to blend in everything. So afterwards, I went in with my carrot eyeliner, the black eyeliner. So that's what I'm going to be using to line her eyes. So I'm not doing any very dramatic, I'm just doing a very simple lining, just straight. So that's what I'm using to line her eyes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm still lining her eyes. So my client's face was her, she couldn't actually open her eyes because she has these fearful eyes. So I was not able to actually line the under eyes. I just smudged. So afterward, I went in to line the lips with the classic lip liner. The shade is Thunder, classic lip Thunder. So after lining the lips, I went in with my Flawless Ivy lipstick palette. So that's what I'm going to be using to apply the other shade. So she actually liked the red lips. I was just trying to achieve something related to red. So I'm just blending the brown, just blending it out, blending every line from it, so that when I apply the other color, it's going to just easily blend. So that's what I'm still doing now, smudging it out. So I'm going to go in now with that other color. So I'm going, as I'm applying it and blending it. So I'm applying it and blending it in. Applying it and blending it in. So I'm still blending it in. Blending it in just to achieve the color that I want. Thank you so much. I realized that I was filming this video. I thought I actually filmed to the end, like when I applied the eyelashes. I realized I didn't. This is a finished look of the makeup. I just dressed up the rest of the face with the powder, then I face the lashes off camera. Thank you so much for watching today's tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something. I'll see you next time on my video. Please like, subscribe, share. Bye.